Hello, everyone. Today we're taking a tour of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Now, these sites aren't your average tourist traps, like the world's largest rubber band ball or the creepy roadside museum with a 2-headed goat. These are bona fide, internationally recognized wonders. But fear not. I'll be delivering the hot takes and fun facts you never knew you needed. Strap on your backpacks, because we're about to wander into the wonders. First wonder on our list, the Great Wall of China. More like the really long Wall of China, am I right? This thing stretches over 13,000 miles. To put that in perspective, that's like walking round Costco 13,000 times, give or take a few steps. I once tried to run a 5K, it took me 3 hours and an hour on oxygen to recover. So, if you think you're going to hike the entirety of the Great Wall, bring snacks, lots of snacks. Legend says you can see the Great Wall from space. But, just because your barber's cousin's friend's uncle posted that on social media doesn't make it scientifically accurate. Astronauts have actually said it's not that visible, which is a letdown for all the extraterrestrial tourists out there looking for the ultimate roadside attraction. Next up, the Taj Mahal in India. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan as a monument of love for his wife. Now, I think I'm a romantic, but my biggest romantic achievement is once booking a table for 2 on Valentine's at an exclusive club. Because that's love. Although my partner did not agree, because I asked her to bring her own pool cue. The Taj Mahal is like the ultimate I love you gift. Imagine setting the bar so high that your future descendants have to pass by this insane marble wonder every day. Oh, Grandma got Granddad a coffee mug that says world's best spouse, adorable. But Emperor Shah Jahan? An entire marble palace. Top that. So if you ever feel guilty about underachieving in your relationships, don't compare yourself to Shah Jahan. Or do, and get your partner something that sparkles, maybe not a palace, but at least a Nando's. Now, we head to Petra, in Jordan. You might recognize it from that Indiana Jones movie where Harrison Ford fights ancient booby traps with a fedora and a whip. Wearing a fedora, maybe. Carrying a whip, maybe not a good idea. Petra is literally carved into rock faces, which is basically the original open concept design. Talk about minimalism. My idea of a home renovation is painting a single accent wall a weird shade of green. Meanwhile, the Nabateans of Petra were carving out entire tombs and treasure rooms. If you visit, you'll probably approach through the Seep, a narrow gorge. It's like nature's red carpet runway, except you're the one waltzing down a winding canyon, hoping you don't get photobombed by a camel. We swing by Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to see Christ the Redeemer, the big statue on top of Corcovado Mountain with arms wide open, like it's about to give the entire city a giant hug. Or maybe it's just celebrating that Brazil has won the World Cup again. The statue is about 98 feet tall. That's like stacking up almost 17 average adult ostriches, though I'm not sure why anyone in their right minds would do that. Also, it weighs around 700 tons. Or really lots of elephants. From the top, you get a panoramic view of Rio, beaches, mountains, and possibly through the window of a low-flying plane. So if you're feeling reflective, or maybe just want to take an epic selfie, Christ the Redeemer has you covered. Next wonder, Machu Picchu in Peru. This ancient Incan city nestled high in the Andes Mountains is basically the ultimate castle in the sky. Except no Wi-Fi. So if you want to humble brag on social media, you might have to hike down to a cafe. The Inca were geniuses at engineering, terraces, stone walls, and city planning that has withstood centuries of weather, tourists, and questionable selfies. My only question is, where are all the escalators? They built this entire city in the clouds, but didn't think to add an escalator for us lazy modern tourists. Seriously, I break a sweat just climbing the stairs at home, let alone an ancient mountain path at 8,000 feet above sea level. Pro tip, if you decide to trek the Inca Trail, pack some altitude sickness meds and an extra pair of lungs. Now, let's pop over to Rome, Italy, for the Colosseum. Built nearly 2,000 years ago, this amphitheater once hosted gladiator fights, mock naval battles, and possibly the world's first wave. Yes, the crowd wave. I like to believe some Roman guy named Telora Swiftius was the first to shout. Everyone stand up and raise your arms. The Colosseum is epic, but it's also a reminder that people have always been a little messed up, watching gladiators fight tigers while snacking on roasted chickpeas. Today, we have reality shows. It's basically the same concept, just with no swords and padded sticks. Tourists crowd the place year-round, so if you go, be prepared for lines longer than your granny's story about her best friend's neighbor's cat. But, hey, it's worth it for that iconic, "I'm in Rome" selfie. Finally, the grand finale, Chichen Itza in Mexico, home to the famous El Castillo, the Temple of Kukulkan. This pyramid is so precisely built that during the spring and autumn equinoxes, the sunlight creates a serpentine shadow down the staircase. Sorry, Stonehenge, Chichen Itza just stole your spooky astronomy thunder. Legend has it that climbing to the top used to be allowed, but after some unsavory incidents, the authorities decided to keep the pyramid off limits, probably a wise choice, given that most of us can barely climb the stairs to our bedroom without panting, let alone an ancient pyramid. But the coolest part? The acoustics. Clap your hands at the base of the pyramid and the echo mimics a Quetzal bird's call. Or at least, that's what the brochures say. When I tried, it sounded more like I had my head down the toilet. Maybe my clapping form was off. And there you have it, your quick jaunt through the 7 wonders of the modern world. From mega marble love letters to ancient open concept apartments, these wonders prove humanity's knack for building stuff that makes future Instagrammers drool. So, which wonder is your favorite? Did I miss any crucial facts, or maybe just butcher the name of a historically important figure? Leave a comment below or subscribe. Just remember, any complaints must be sent via messenger pigeon. It's only fair given we spent half the time talking about ancient civilizations. Stay curious, stay witty, and don't climb any ancient pyramids you're not supposed to. Catch you next time.